Kyle Busch has returned to the race. He has scored 6 laps down.
Scott Pruitt going 3 wide. Tries to get on the inside of Hamlin and does. Scott driving a 40 car.
Right.
Kurt Busch has been getting some great restarts. And he was yesterday, too.
Did a real good job,
It's real important to do that, and they know that, because if they don't, somebody's going to have to try, or somebody's going to try to pass him going down into 1.
So Denny Hamlin's going to return the favor.
Got him.
Sure did. He got a couple there, didn't he? Did he get around Boyer as well?
Well, let's see. Nope.
So Hamlin in front of Stremme, or in front of Pruitt in Stremme's car. Stewart chasing Kurt Busch.
Looks like Robbie Gordon in that 7 car has made some adjustments to his car. It looks more competitive now than it was the first few laps.
Alan, what do you know about Robbie?
I'll just add to confirm what BP said. They did make some adjustments on that first stop, but Robbie still wants more. On the first stop, he had them do an air pressure adjustment to the car, and they also did a track bar adjustment. Benny, you guys can explain what those might do to help the car, but he still wants the car to have more rear grip. He still says he's sliding around too much off the corners to get up there and do anything with Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch.
So they're trying to use those to help the handle of the car.
Trying to get, yeah, they're just trying to put more grip in the rear. They do that by air pressures. Obviously, they made that track bar adjustment, helping him in the corners as well. See, he's, you know, it looked like on the restart he got up there, but now he's falling back again. These guys are starting to pull away from him a little bit.
Yeah, as soon as they put a lap or 2 on those tires, he's that loose condition or no grip in the rear. Rears its ugly head again.
We know he's not exactly happy with the power he does or doesn't have today.
No. He brought a sword to a gunfight.
Robbie finished second here yesterday. Ryan Newman stepping out of line, trying to take the position from Jimmy Johnson.
Do it, see if Harvick thinking about getting underneath the 48. Is he there? No. And these guys have kind of run into each other a bit today already.
A little bit of a history between Harvick and Jimmy Johnson today.
Danny Hamlin's got a pretty good run on the 29 car right now. I don't know if he's close enough to try to outbreak him. Not this time around.
We look back at the 11 car. This season, you would say, if you look at the season that Denny Hamlin, with his lack of experience, you would say he would really suffer at Watkins Glen. He isn't suffering too much.
It doesn't look like it. Running the 9th spot right now.
Marty, what do you know about Denny?
A lot. He's a good guy. He's from Virginia. What else you know about him, Bill?
What else you want to add?
Okay, I'll tell you about his race car. Is that a deal?
Sure.
He calls it a rocket ship under that last caution. He said it's very good. But Wally, one thing he said interesting under the last caution, he said, I don't like the gear selection we have for restarts. He said, I'm losing positions when we go into turn 1. You saw him fan out to the right. That was more to block other people than it was trying to get some positions himself. But he just doesn't like first gear. Just not enough power going into turn 1, especially on restarts.
Huh. Well,
that's something to write down in the book for next year, right?
Exactly, because he's stuck with it for the rest of the race. Some guys take turn 1 in second gear. It just depends on how you do have the cars geared and what you like. Some guys use that real tall first gear to try to get through turn. Whoa, Jeff Burton sideways. These guys are really dropping wheels to the inner loop.
Pat Trice, the crew chief of Mark Martin, told me for the first time in a long time, Mark Martin is not going to first gear here.
In turn 1.
He's been going to first. This time, uh-oh. Car off.
That would be Bill Elliott.
That's what I thought, Bill Elliott.
Got to wait for the dust to clear.
That's right. I don't think he's driving out of there.
It's pretty deep. That looks like it's about up to the axles.
board with Michael Waltrip in the Napa ride and watch.
Well, we saw Dave Blaney make contact, and both of them spun, but Bill ends up in the kitty litter.
Kyle Busch will be the lucky dog. Bill Elliott needs a tow at the Glen. Tony Stewart trying to repeat as winner here at the Glen. Currently running second behind Kurt Busch.
Another one is car, Denny Hamlin, running in the 9th position. And J.J. Yaley is back in 21st in the 3rd Joe Gibbs entry.
And Hamlin's looked pretty good.
He's looked terrific.
We'll see on this restart if Stewart and Gordon stay a little bit closer to Kurt Busch when they threw the green.
You love the restarts.
I do love the restarts. Stewart's a little bit closer. Don't know if he's close enough to pull out. Oh, Robbie Gordon knows how to block. Doesn't he go down in there? Pruitt. 40 car. Trying to get around the 11. Denny Hamlin. I'll get single file through the S's.
Pretty swift through there, huh?
Yeah. Here's Newman.
Ball's back in line behind Mears. See if they all make it through the bus stop this time.
Oh, they're trying to wreck.
Forrest was back in that mess, wasn't he? That time they warned Jamie McMurray to stay closed up on the restarts.
And what these guys are trying to do, they're trying to lay back a little bit and anticipate when they throw the green, so you got a little bit of a run by the time you get to the start-finish line, so you can pull out on the guy and make the pass. That's why they're laying back a little bit.
Trying to get that momentum going for them.
There's Denny Hamlin. FedEx Chevy
takes a spot away from Harvick.
This is Hamlin's first Nextel Cup race at Watkins Glen. Had a good run at Sonoma and ran here yesterday in the Busch race.
And won the NASCAR Busch Series race in Mexico City back in the spring, which I thought was his first road course race ever. He's a quick learner, I think, this boy.
Talk to the guys around that team. They believe he is.
A lot of these guys, especially the rookies, some of the veterans also go through the Bob Bondurant driving school. They pick up a lot of tips that help these guys understand how you brake, how you downshift, where you're supposed to be, you know, entering the corner, exiting the corners. And some are quick learners.
Greg Biffle.
Boy, it has been a tough weekend for him. That's a backup car after a practice crasher.
What'd he hit? Or who'd he hit?
It sure looks like another car, doesn't it?
Now, Ronnie, let's get it to the garage. Let's get a radiator in this thing. We got to go.
Greg Biffle is 13th in the championship standings right now, desperately trying to make the chase for the Nextel Cup.
Newman takes a spot away from Casey Mears. That'd be 5th spot.
Casey Mears has caution flag is out.
These Penske cars look really good today.
Caution's out.
Matt, what do you know?
Bill, under further review, the 16 is now going to take the car back to the garage. At first, they were going to do that, and then he said he didn't think he was having any issues with the radiator, and then when they pulled it in, they could see the damage, the water leaking. He is back to the garage, and you heard him say in our countdown to green, today was an important race. He had changed his target because of where he sat in the points and where he was sitting on the grid. Tough break for the Biff.
We'll pick it up. The caution is for debris. Pick up the replay just a little bit late.
Well, he gets the inside guardrail. Someone ran the back of him and turned him into the inside guardrail.
Yeah, you can see the damage on the left rear. Watch. Yeah, somebody could get in his left rear.
That's on board with Kyle Petty.